Welcome to FM Scout. I am Big Herb the Nerd, and today we continue on with the challenge series. But before we get into it, I'd like to invite you over to my channel, Big Herb the Nerd, where we are taking on the Liverpool Gegenpressing series, where we look to create Jurgen Klopp's famous Gegenpressing style with Liverpool and see what we can win in 2 seasons. But that is about to come to a close, and we will then be starting a Manchester City save, where we look to recreate Pep's famous tiki-taka style at Man City. Let's see if we can beat his performance, as he's doing pretty well in real life as well. But less of that, let's get into the challenge. And today we are looking at the Journeyman, my personal favourite way to play Football Manager. And this is where you can run any nations you like, but you must load to the lowest level available in those nations. So you can run multiple nations if need be, or all nations if your PC can handle it. If it can, you've got a much better setup than I have. But some people look to do European Journeyman, or maybe single nation Journeyman, depending on your computer's abilities. You can run as many nations as possible. And like I say, to add a bit of difficulty, you could maybe set a non-European Journeyman, maybe an African Journeyman, an Asian Journeyman, just selecting those nations that are available and making sure you're loading to the lowest level. So the rules of the Journeyman are quite simple. Start unemployed. You start with no stats, the lowest stats you can have available to yourself. And you need to find yourself a job. And the goals for this challenge are to jump around clubs, to leapfrog and get yourself up the leagues, to win, ideally, the Champions League in whichever respective nation you're in, and that top league prize. So you will start in the depths, and you could try and carry on and get that club through all the leagues if you are successful. But you could also end up being poached. Maybe you will end in jumping around countries. If you're doing a European Journeyman, you may well find yourself starting in the lower leagues of England, but finding it difficult to get that break into the next league. So actually, you go and you get a job in Germany. And seeing your manager progress and have his stats grow as he gets into the game, looking to pick up those coaching badges and improve your stats all round. This is a brilliant way to play the game. If you've not tried a Journeyman, I highly recommend it. If you've been playing with just your big clubs, your favourite clubs, give the Journeyman a try. Lower league management is the most fulfilling thing you can do in Football Manager, I think. I love a Journeyman save. Getting 25 years into a game and being stuck still in the conference is the way I like to go about it. So think about giving the Journeyman a try. Like I say, for a higher difficulty, pick those leagues that you've never managed in before, or load as many nations as you can, and you can end up starting in some very, very interesting places. If you are attempting the Journeyman, let me down below. Who is the club that you managed to get after starting unemployed? Who's the lucky club that gave you a job? And let me know which leagues you are running as well. Are you attempting a European Journeyman? Are you attempting something a little more different? An Asian Journeyman perhaps, or maybe a South American Journeyman? Let me know in the comments below who you're playing with, where you are playing. And one last time, I'd like to send you over to my channel, Big Herb the Nerd, as we are running a Gegenpressing style series with Liverpool and looking to just get started on a new Man City save before starting our own Journeyman type save in the new year. So make sure you get over to the channel, subscribe and check that content out. But thank you very much. I will leave you here. Remember to smash that like button, and I'll see you next time for some more FM Scout challenges. Thank you very much. Have a good evening. Bye bye.